Okay, once again, good evening. Welcome to the Sports Talk with Kerry Wehmeyer show for Monday, April 27th. We're going to be going over today's news headlines on all 5 networks on Facebook, Periscope, YouTube, Twitch, and also Sportscasters. So we want to make sure you're all in here. So once again, Skype is on the screen. So Skype is in the Restream chat room. We'll have um, Skype in the Facebook and also the the other one, Sportscaster. We'll have it on in just a second. Just let me so let me get everything set. We're on now on YouTube. I see the email come in. Just came in just a second ago. Call just started. Let's see. Let's get the copy the Okay, I'm gonna put it in for both of them, for both Facebook and YouTube. We will have it on in just a second. Let me get this switched in. So we see in here, so everybody should be in there. So we just give me 1 second to get everything squared away so we can have everything on while we do today's show. So once again, thanks for joining us. So okay, Skype is in also in Facebook as well. Facebook, and then we'll set it to Sportscaster as well. Give me a second to put it in Sportscaster. So we're going to switch over to Sportscaster, make sure everything is on Sportscaster as well. So it looks like we got 12 people in the room. I see 12 people. So far, so good. Before we get started, let's make sure we got everything up and running. So we're going to get everything set. Okay, everything's all the networks have some Skype. So once again, if you want to join us, video chat, you can do that. Let's give you okay, Super Sam, thanks for joining us. Great show you do every time with Monday Night Raw and all that. So thank you for coming in. So let's go ahead and go over some news headlines. Flip this over. Okay, we got everything on the screen. We're waiting for so if you want to come in, join us today. Thank you for joining us. Okay, let's go ahead and take this off. Give me 1 second. Okay, let's begin. Today's sports headlines. Okay, NBA pushes back workout dates amongst the uncertainty. That's what they're talking about in this article. This is from Adrian Wojnarowski. You can reach him at ESPN.com. That's ESPN.com. I think they should absolutely should delay the start of their workouts and stuff like that, because look, unfortunately at times like this, it's just too much for the NBA to handle. So hopefully they can get everything squared away and so people can start watching the NBA again. I know the NBA, like I said, they've been shut down since March the 11th. That was last month. They've been shut down for almost a month now. So hopefully everything can get squared away and in a sufficient manner. So once again, this is from ESPN. You go to ESPN.com. Okay, I'm gonna play this video from Adrian Wojnarowski. Let me play this for you so he can explain this to you even more, and I'll make my opinion about it.
The Saints.
Developing story in the NBA as the good news over the weekend that broke has been tempered a bit. The plan to allow teams to open practice facilities in cities where there is no longer a lockdown has been pushed back from May 1st to May 8th, and that's at the earliest. The plan was to allow access to team facilities with no organized practices, as only a handful of teams would be able to do this. But again, it has been pushed back at least a week. ESPN's Adrian Wojnarowski joins me now live on SportsCenter. Woj, this sounded awesome over the weekend, but now it'll be at least another week and a half. What happens next?
Well, Sage, teams have to decide, even in areas where they're allowed to open the facility, whether they want to. Travis Schlenk, Atlanta's GM, told me today that he plans to wait a couple weeks, evaluate how the loosening of stay-at-home orders in Georgia impacts the virus in that community before they decide to even open their doors. Other teams are approaching it that way. There's still a long way to go before you're going to see NBA teams actually together in facilities looking toward restart.
Okay, here's the restrictions right here. No more than 4 players are permitted at the facility at the time. No head and assistant coaches would participate. And also, number 3, group activities remains prohibited, including practices and scrimmages. And also, let's see, players remain prohibited from using 19 facilities, such as public health clubs and gyms and stuff like that. So I think, to me, it's going to probably, all these restrictions that the NBA is putting in with these teams. Look, I think it's an absolute necessary situation that we don't want to see none of those players getting these coronaviruses and stuff like that. Hopefully, we don't get another issue or incident that's forthcoming. So once again, this is from Adrian Wojnarowski. You can reach him at ESPN. That's ESPN.com. So let's go ahead and go over some more news headlines here on Sports Talk. Switch this over. Okay, let's see what else we'll discuss. Okay, Blackhawks fire President John McDonnell. He's been with the team since 2007, so he's no longer going to be with the Chicago Blackhawks. So this is from Emily Kaplan. You can reach her at ESPN. That's ESPN.com. This came out at 4:56 Central Time in the Central Time Zone. He was hired by the Blackhawks in 2007 and was seen as a major architect of the Chicago Blackhawks championship run from 2010, 2013, 2015. So he came to the Blackhawks after spending 24 years with the Chicago Cubs as the team president. So unfortunately, he is going to be let go. So once again, this is from Emily Kaplan. You can reach her at ESPN. That's ESPN.com for more information. Let's see who's in there. Okay, Super Sam, thanks for joining. St. Benjamin, thanks for joining us. I appreciate you coming in. St. Benjamin, as well. We appreciate you coming in for this show tonight. Also, we'll have Monday Night Raw immediately following tonight's broadcast here for Sports Talk. So we will have it on Sportscast. So no, none of the 5 networks. We will be on Sportscaster only tonight for Monday Night Raw. So that'll be right after tonight's broadcast. So let's go ahead and go through some more news headlines. Okay, Giants place rare undrafted free agents tenders on linebackers and Marquise Golan and sources says that's what they're saying in this article. So they're going to be replacing. They're going to be putting people on undrafted free agent tags on people. So Golden, 29, perhaps Giants was the best defensive player. So that's going to be they're going to be put on there. That's going to be the UFA, which is the undrafted free agent, unrestricted free agent market. So my excuse. So once again, this is from Jordan Ramon. You can reach him at ESPN. That's ESPN. Get this switched over. See what else we're to discuss here. That button. Okay. Unfortunately, we had some bad news about the Tulane, former Tulane player Tayshawn Hightower was released from the team today. So that's unfortunate. I mean, he was doing good for this Tulane basketball team, but he got caught up into some serious issues with the shooting. Tayshawn Hightower's brother fired a gun in self-defense and homicide. Atlanta-based attorney for former Tulane player Tayshawn Hightower said brother Jeffrey fired the gun and killed a 24-year-old man on April 8th. That Hightower's brother shot the victim in self-defense. That's what they're saying. Tayshawn Hightower was the leading scorer for Tulane, was arrested on Saturday and charged with felony murder and aggravated assault. And also he had a possession of a firearm. I don't know why. He has to understand. Look, I don't understand. He had a good career with Tulane. He absolutely had a good career with the Tulane Green Wave. But the truth of the matter is, look, you can't go around having a weapon like that. You can't do that. That's just absolutely silly in my book. So I look at it this way. I hope he does learn his lesson and he can grow from this and not make the same mistake twice. Because look, that's something you don't do, is have a weapon. I mean, sure, his brother was fired a weapon, but if he's found in possession of that weapon, he's the one going to get charged with aggravated assault and felony murder. That's what they're talking about in this article. So let me see who's in here now. Let's switch this, click this off. I see Alex ST. I'm trying to read your name. STURM. Thanks for joining us tonight. If you want to comment about Tayshawn Hightower, you can through the Sportscaster chat room and also Facebook, Periscope, YouTube, and Twitch. If you want to comment, you can. So this is what they're talking about. According to arrest warrant obtained by the Atlanta Journal-Constitution on Monday, police have accused Hightower of being the shooter. So this is two sides to that story. So if his brother fired the weapon, why is he in possession of the weapon? Why Tayshawn is? I don't know. I don't understand this story. I really don't. But he is going to be charged with that. So he is going to be no longer on the Tulane basketball team. So once again, this is from on the news Sunday. Tulane, they did dismiss him from the team. So that's unfortunate for Tayshawn. Tayshawn averaged 15 points a game. He also averaged 4.6 rebounds. And he played 29 games with the Green Wave. He also he had previous season with the Bulldogs. He averaged 5.1, 1.7 rebounds from 2017 to 2019. So, excuse me. So once again, Tayshawn Hightower is going to be no longer Tulane Green Wave. So under this, so this is from Mark Slurp. You can reach him at ESPN. That's ESPN.com. Let's see who's in. I see one light up on the screen. Okay, let's see what this is. Dave with the Dolphins. Thanks for joining us as well. We appreciate you coming in. All right. What else we need to discuss here on this show? Let's go ahead and pull this up. Okay, I'm gonna pull up some more. Okay, Isaiah Thomas is regretful. Bill Lambier defected for Bulls 1991 snub playoffs. So that's what Isaiah Thomas is saying in this article. So back in 1991, it's a very long time. So he expressed, Isaiah Thomas expresses his disappointment for not being selected for the Dream Team. So I'll be honest with you. I know he has a grudge for years not being on a Dream Team. But the truth of the matter is, like, you can't hold a grudge forever. That's just my take on it. What's your take? Let's go ahead and play the video of Isaiah Thomas. I'm gonna go ahead and play that 1 second.
Being left off the Dream Team, that personally hurt me. In 1980, I was on the Olympic team. As a matter of fact, I was voted the Male Athlete of the Year in 1980 for the USA Olympic team. And the only thing that's missing from my resume is not being on the Dream Team. Now, when the Dream Team was selected and I wasn't a part of it, there was a lot of controversy around it. And I still don't know, who did it or why they say I didn't make it. I know the criteria for selection of making a team, I had fit all the criteria. And that's a big hole in my resume. That is the biggest hole in my resume. That is the only place, and that's the only thing on my resume that I did not succeed at.
Well, I think to be honest with you, yeah, they should have put him on the Dream Team. They should have absolutely put him on the Dream Team, but they didn't. I mean, I know why. Look. I mean, the reason why, look, they were the bad boys back then. With Isaiah Thomas, Bill Laimbeer, and many more with the Detroit Pistons back then. That was just a thing. So let's go ahead and play some more of the video of Isaiah Thomas. I'm gonna go ahead and play more.
I graduated from college. I got a master's degree in education from the University of California at Berkeley. On the educational side, I've succeeded. In the sports arena, I've won at every level. And, I tried to do everything correctly. And I thought I should have made that Dream Team. However, I wasn't a part of it. That hurt me. And looking back, if I'm not a part of the Dream Team because a lapse in emotion in terms of not shaking someone's hand, if that's the reason why I didn't make the Dream Team, then I am more disappointed today.
Yeah, because he's a 12-time All-Star. He's also a 2-time NBA champion too. He also was an MVP in 1990. He also was inducted into the Hall of Fame back in 2000. So look, I think he should have been on the Dream Team. I think he should have, but not going to happen. So once again, this is from ESPN. You go to ESPN.com for more information. Thanks for joining us, whoever's in here. I got 12 people in there, so I appreciate the patronage. Okay, let's see what else we're going to talk about. Okay, Aaron Gordon uses diss track to call Dwayne Wade boat. That's what they're saying in this article. This is from Malika Andrews. You can reach her at ESPN. This talks about Aaron Gordon. So if you want to talk about this article, if you want to discuss this, you can via the Sportscaster, Facebook, Periscope, YouTube, and Twitch chat areas. Once again, we're watching you on the screen, so we're making sure that nobody is in here that's causing problems. So let's play this video of Aaron Gordon.
If he ducks on the taco, he's going to duck on the taco. If he ducks on the taco, battle for taco. Over taco. Over taco. It's Taco Tuesday in Chicago. It's Taco Tuesday. Tuesday. Taco Tuesday. Taco looking fly. And he's telling to hold the ball. Taco is looking fly. I do like Taco. He's the flyest 7'7" dude in the history of the game. Taco Tuesday.
7-5, señoras y señores.
Oh, go get that. So, Reg, if he does this dunk, he should have won.
Yes. Right. If he does it, like on the first one, what if he
Any dunk, if you dunk over Taco. Wait, time out, Reg. Oh, if you dunk over Taco, you say the time. If you dunk over Taco,
Taco Fall, who is 7'5".
All I can say is, wow. He dunked over that guy. He just dunked over him. He just took that ball and just slammed it right over him. That's amazing right there. So once again, this is from Malika Andrews. You can reach her at ESPN. That's ESPN.com. So let's roll in some more news headlines here on Sports Talk. Okay, I'm going to go over some more headlines here. We'll go over some local. Let's go over some local area headlines here in the New Orleans area. So once again, thanks for joining us here. Okay, let's go ahead and discuss this. Okay, Johnson for the Saints. Jameis Winston is a low risk. It's a low risk signing that could pay off an easy deal. I think it will. I think it most likely will pay off. For the Saints, because what would happen if Breeze goes down? God forbid if anything happens to him. I mean, you'll have a quarterback that's going to come in, that's going to know the offense, and it could take over. Just like Teddy Bridgewater did when Breeze broke his thumb, and Bridgewater led this team to a 5-1 record. So I'll be honest with you. I think this Jameis Winston signing is going to help out this team big time in the long run. So tell me what you think. You can give me your opinion. Let's pull that up. Okay, let's see. We got another guy in there. We got let's see, K.A. Beer Champ number 66. Thanks for joining us here on Sports Talk today. Early edition. We're doing early tonight. We're doing Monday Night Raw. We'll be doing this probably about 7:30. We'll have Monday Night Raw up for Sportscaster. So I'll be honest with you. Yeah, I think this is gonna be this is gonna help out big time with this Saints offense. I mean, sure, Taysom Hill. Look, Taysom Hill got signed. He most likely will be the second string quarterback with the Saints, but I think Jameis Winston will help this team out in the long run. So let's go ahead and go over some more headlines here. Okay, Saints draft grade several analysts. Let's see. Pull this up. Okay, several analysts hand out C grades to the 4 draft class, and here's why. I don't think they should. I don't think they should have handed out a C grade. I think they should. I think it's going to be a B plus for this team because look. I think to me when we got Ruiz, we got Zach Baum, we got Adam Troutman, and we also got Tommy Stevenson. That is going to help out. Hopefully, with the linebackers and the offensive lineman situation with the Saints. So, Mel Kiper offered a clearance assignment. He graded a C. So, I don't think I agree with that. Grade, I really don't. I think it's just, to be honest with you, I think, look, the Saints did a pretty good job in getting their those players that they needed for the Saints. I mean, I'm not trying to be, I'm not trying to be hateful towards these people, but I'm going to tell you the truth. Look, I cover this team on a daily basis. I know what the hell's going on in this city. Just like everybody else in this city covers this team. Look, I say, look, um, now the quarterback Tommy Stevenson, I'd say I grade him a C, but the rest of them, Ruiz, Baum, and Trotman, I grade him a B, a straight up B. But what the Saints did with Tommy Stevenson, I don't think he's going to make practice squad. I don't think he's going to make the team. I think he's going to make the practice squad.
Hey, Gary!
Hey, what's up?
Hey!
Hey,
It's a surprise to see me here,
I'm
right?
surprised to see you.
Yeah, hey, are you gonna play Ryan's video?
No, we're not going to play Ryan's video. We'll play it off air.
Are you gonna play it now?
No, I'm going to play it off air. We're going to play it off the air. Because we're on all five of these networks. We don't want to have nobody up in here fussing. So,
What do you mean? Oh, but you would only do it for a sportscaster?
no, I don't want to do this for Sportscaster. I don't want to do it for any of these. So I'll do it. We'll do it on the Skype if you want.
Okay.
Yeah, what you think
So,
about
hey,
these
Kerry, how's
grades?
it going? Did you expect me to come on here? I'm your biggest fan. I always come on your shows.
I know. I know.
But
What you think
but
about
come
these?
on, why don't you come on my shows as a viewer? I never see you in the comments.
I mean, I'll come on sometimes. I mean, I'm very busy with this show all the time. So,
Yeah, I'm joking.
yeah. What
Fox
you think about the
7.
Saints grading these Mel Kiper and all of them grading the Saints draft class a C?
Well, I thought many people said the Saints were the winner of the draft. I mean, hey,
Yeah.
they did get a QB. Besides, let's talk about James Winston.
Yeah,
He, I
James.
think, is the best. He is the best backup QB in the NFL because he was an above-average starter. Why don't I say tremendous starter? Yes, he led the NFL in passing yards, but he throws so much interceptions. But he's still an above-average
Yeah.
starting QB, backup QB. So he
Exactly.
could be the best backup QB ever.
Yeah. So yeah, I think so. I'll be honest with you. I think so. I think he's going to be better for this team because, like, if Drew
Yeah.
Brees or one of them goes down, we'll have somebody that's going to come in.
Listen to me. If the Saints win the first 5 games and they go 5-0, and then Drew Brees gets a bad injury, he's out for the rest of the season, and James Winston comes on, the Saints will still make the playoffs. So either 5-0, Drew Brees can't play the rest of the season, or the playoffs, James Winston comes on.
Yeah.
Yes, he's going to throw tons of interceptions, but he is going to bring them to the playoffs. Look, if they're 5-0, yeah, I mean, yeah, he'll bring them. Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, yeah, I think Taysom Hill is going to be the second string. I'll be honest with you.
No, no. Taysom Hill is definitely going to still be involved in every game with the trick plays. Well, he's involved every game with the punt. Look, he blocks punts. He sometimes returns kicks. When Will Lutz kicks it off for the Saints, he's one of the guys who runs and tries to tackle the team returning the kick.
Yeah.
So that's what he does every game. But on the offense side, yeah, look, in the preseason, we'll see both James Winston and Taysom Hill.
Yeah, we will see him. I mean, we will see him eventually. We'll see because he's going to run the RPOs, which is the run pass and the option. That's what the RPO stands for.
Yeah.
Because Breeze ain't going to run the RPOs. I mean, Breeze is just a passing quarterback. He's not a RPO type of guy.
Yeah. All right. I'll see you later. I just wanted to hop on and say
All right.
hello.
All right.
We can Skype later though to see.
We'll Skype after the show. So.
He's still crazy though.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and Skype.
Look, watch this. If people heard his video, he sounds really nice, and he is, but he just gets too annoying.
Yeah.
Right, that video. You listen to the video?
Yeah.
He was nice in the video. He was so nice, but no.
All right, I'm gonna see you later.
All right, bye.
All right, that's once again that was Isaac Ellerman just dropping by to see what's going on with us. So once again, thanks for joining us here for our Sports Talk with Kerry Wehmeyer show here on this Monday. Okay, let's go ahead and discuss more headlines. I'm gonna We're going to start around 7:30. Okay, Adrian McGee agrees to undrafted free agent status. New Orleans Saints says that's what the sources say about Adrian McGee. This is from the Advocate in Baton Rouge area. You can go to the Advocate. Mike Triplett was the writer, so you can follow him at NOLA.com. Also, Brooks Navina is the writer of this article. So please subscribe to these guys because it's very important to do these things because they're so let's go over some more headlines here on this Monday. I just talked about the Tulane basketball player Tayshawn Hightower. So we just talked about him. So this is from Della Hatsell. I'm saying her name right. I don't want to butcher her name. That's Della Hatsell and also Amy Just. These two ladies. You can follow these two ladies on NOLA.com. That's NOLA.com. He was charged, like I said, once again charged with aggravated assault and let's see, and attempted felony murder. So let's turn the page. I'm turning the page. It sounded good. It didn't sound too bad. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about. Right, I'm going to go ahead and discuss. Fire the gun. So Walker, Super Bowl minded Saints play. Draw 4 cards to add what's that stacked the deck. So I think what they did in this draft was absolutely amazing with this draft and stuff like this. So this is from Rod Walker. You can reach him at the Advocate, Advocate / Times-Picayune here in New Orleans area. So if you want to talk about this article, you can. I'm going to see if you're in here. I'm looking at the screens and I'm watching your screen. When Nathan's in, I'm going to work on my... Okay, so let's go ahead and go over some more headlines before we have to leave. We're going to go do Monday Night Raw. So we will be on Sportscaster tonight for Monday Night Raw. I will be on around 7:30, 8 o'clock. So we will be on for Monday Night Raw tonight. So we want to get this in early tonight. So let's go ahead and discuss some more stuff. Okay, let's pull this up. Okay, Devontae Smart declares for the NBA draft. So Devontae Smart, former LSU player, is going to go to the NBA draft. If it intends to remain eligible, is eligibility. So I think that's something right there. Look, I think if it doesn't work out with LSU, maybe he can go to the NBA, but he needs to stay in school because it will help his draft status big time. Because look, if you go to the NBA early, guess what? You most likely going to be picked in the last round or whatever. So I think if he does get picked, he should consider if he doesn't get picked, if he does get picked last, he most likely have to come back to LSU if he has a 6th season. So Devontae Smart averages 12.5 points, 4.2 assists, 3.5 rebounds in games. He also in the SEC tournament he shot 41% and also 81% from the free throw line. He was also a 3-time Mr. Basketball winner at Scotlandville High School. That's in Baton Rouge. So once again, this is from the Advocate newspaper. Okay, let's see what else we'll discuss. All right. I don't want to go on that. That's why I told him don't do that on this show. I really don't want that to happen. I mean, we're not putting content out there. I can't view this. I don't know why I can't view it. So, Okay, once again, we're sorry. We're going to go ahead and move along to another article. Let me go ahead and get this off the screens, and we'll go to Tech Behold articles. We'll go to the Tech Behold ones. Okay, Tech Behold articles on the screen. You see them. This is from Ray Roth. This came out on the 26th. That came out yesterday. You can follow him on DPN Sports. He talks about Brian Lewinsky, the quarterback of Michigan State, going to the New England Patriots. So that's the quarterback that they signed. I should ask him about. Ray Roth is RAUTH. You can follow him at DPN Sports. We're all of our sportscaster talent. Okay, let's see what else we'll discuss. Okay, once again, this is from Ray Roth again. Packers believe Aaron Rodgers would be a great mentor for Jordan Love. I think he will be a great mentor because look, he can be a good quarterback. He can teach this young man a lot because it's going to take a lot, and I mean a lot, because if you got to develop these quarterbacks before they become superstars. You got to develop them. Because if you don't develop these quarterbacks, they're going to turn mushy and stuff like that, and then people are not going to like that stuff. So I think Aaron Rodgers right now, in his prime career, should teach this young man, because if Aaron Rodgers goes down for the Packers this year, or God forbid when, he can be a viable backup for the Green Bay Packers. So once again, this is from Ray Roth. You can reach him at DPN Sports. That's DPN Sports. Okay, I'm gonna go over some more stuff. Okay, let's see what this is. Dolphins acquire Matt Blender. Okay, this is from Isaac. You just heard from Isaac Ellerman just a few minutes ago on the Skype. He was this is his article right here. You can follow Isaac Ellerman at Isaac Sports. That's Isaac_sports. He also does all sports talk show. I think that's what it is. So he talks about Matt Blander going to the Miami Dolphins. So if you want to follow these three young men, you can. So it talks about this article with with the he was with the 49ers on that Super Bowl team. So let's see what else we'll discuss here before we close out, and then we'll take a few minutes and we'll set up for Monday Night Raw. We will be on for Monday Night Raw. We won't be on for the on the 5 networks on Facebook, Periscope, YouTube, and Twitch. We will be on for only Sportscaster. If you want to come back, we'll be back on. So let me go ahead and try to get these articles in before we close off. Okay, they did draft 2 tight ends, the Patriots, in the 2020 draft. So this is once again from Ray Roth. You can reach him at DPN Sports. That's DPN Sports. Talks about those tight ends, which I think is good because they're going to need those tight ends in Bill Belichick's offense. So once again, this is from Tech Behold. Tech Behold is a site with all of our sportscaster talent. So let's go ahead and go over some Twitter headlines before we break for tonight's show. We'll have Monday Night Raw on for Sportscaster in just a few minutes after tonight's show. Okay, let's go over some. Let's go over. Okay, this is from BSN Louisiana. BSN is called Boston City Sports Network. They're asking greatest high school quarterbacks in Louisiana history, round one. Brock Berlin from Evangel. He was the player of the year in 2000. He had 13,902 passing touchdowns. He also he was a 3-year starter. He went 45-0. He had three straight eight state titles. Also, Laurel Narcisse, that's from St. James. He averaged 4,606 yards, 49 touchdowns. As a sophomore, he also was injured in his senior season. Also, he had 7,176 yards and also had 88 touchdowns as a freshman and sophomore for St. James. So once again, you can vote online to at VSN Louisiana. That's VSN Louisiana. That's Varsity Sports Network. Okay, okay, this is from College Football Talk Daily. You have one drive to win the game. Who would you choose? Would you choose Trevor Lawrence, um, the quarterback from Baylor, the one from Florida State, and then one from the Oklahoma City? Which one would you choose? That's what they're asking you. So you can follow College Football Daily at CFB Talk Daily. CFB Talk Daily. So okay, Fox NFL on Fox is asking who won the 2020 draft. They got some on Action Network that says Bill Belichick. So that's who won. So this is from Fox NFL on Fox. Okay, this is from Hunter Brodus. You can follow him at Brodus81. Talks about the Philadelphia Eagles. Mind-blowing by how many people are convinced themselves that Jalen Hurts at 53 makes sense. I think it does make some. I think it makes some form of sense. I think it does. I think it does make some form of sense. Big time. I mean, I know a lot of Philly fans won't agree with me, but hey, look, I gotta tell it like it is. So once again, this is from Hunter Brody. You can read him, reach his, you can follow his show. He has a show on YouTube. You can go there and follow him as well at Brodus81. It's Sports Talk with Brodus, just like my show, Sports Talk with Kerry Wehmeyer show. But we're different platforms. Okay, next article we're going to discuss. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and discuss this. Okay, the KBO could be coming to a TV near you. That's what you watch. This what you watch. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I would watch. I would watch these Korean baseball players play because these players come in and they could be very productive MLB players. I would do it. I would watch it in a heartbeat. That's one thing about it. I know people they ain't gonna watch stuff like that. I know they're just I mean, and that's okay. And that's okay. But the thing is, look, I think if they put Korean baseball on TV, that would help out the ratings because look, you're going to get some of these players. See, you're going to get players that you can't even pronounce on these. You're going to see, and these players can pitch. These Korean players can pitch. So So once again, this is from MLB Trade Rumors. You can go to MLBTradeRumors.com for more information. So let's go ahead and I just talked about the quarterbacks. Okay, I'm gonna go over some more information. Okay, that's Tre'Davious Keys. That's the one played with Tulane. They're showing him on the thing. A nice little tip away by him. So this is what they're talking about. Okay, Eagles faithful need to welcome the idea that Jalen Hurts was an active great pick of day 2. Yeah, I think so. Most likely going to be that hopefully they will. But I know these Philly fans are not going to accept that. It's just the way it is. So once again, this is from PFF, Pro Football Focus. You go to Pro Football Focus on Twitter. You can follow them at PFF. Their draft grade was A-, so they got an A- out of it. Okay, this is Zion scoring 17 points under 3 minutes when he knocks down the 3. Nice little J right there. I'll show you. Let's watch it for a few minutes, and he goes in and makes another shot. I'm gonna tell you, this young man. Look, I'm very proud of this young man that we have for the New Orleans Pelicans. He can knock down some shots. I'm gonna tell you. So once again, this is from TUSM, TUSM. You can follow them at TL Sports Media. That's TL Sports Media. That's called TISM, TL Sports Media. Let's go ahead and wrap the show up. Okay, once again, thanks for joining us here for this early edition of Sports Talk with Kerry Wehmeyer Show. We will have Monday Night Raw on in just a few minutes. I will set up for Monday Night Raw, so give me a few minutes. We'll be back on in about maybe about 5 to 10 minutes. So let me set up. We will be back. So once again, for everybody else, everybody have a good rest of your Tuesday. We'll be back tomorrow, back here on Facebook, Periscope, YouTube, Twitch, and also Sportscaster. We'll be back on tomorrow. So everybody have a good rest of your Monday. And once again, for Sportscaster viewers, stay tuned for Monday Night Raw.